There it goes. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the solar system, and the new assignment has already posted, so you can go ahead and get that opened up. I'm going to present my screen. Okay, in Google Classroom, under Science, our new assignment is called Diagram of the Solar System. It's a Google Slides that has 3 slides on it, so we can go ahead and get that opened up. I'll give you guys a minute or so to get it open. We're gonna read a little bit, answer a couple questions, and fill out this chart. So go ahead and get that opened up and hold tight for a few minutes.
Are we gonna finish the whole thing today?
Okay, sorry for those of you on line missed. I could just stop by to drop off books and stuff for those of them that are in person. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we have our solar system thing open. Pretty sure most of you guys have it opened by now. If not, please get it opened. I'm gonna zoom in.
Oh, we have the name.
I have
Go
it.
with 100. Good. So 100 is pretty good. Just so you guys know, this is one of our graded assignments for the week, so you're gonna want to pay attention and fill it out as we go. If you do it with me, you will have it done already. You don't have to worry about it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and read through this first. You don't need to put your name because it's attached to your Google Classroom. So we're going to read through it first and then answer the questions. So it says, what is a solar system? Our solar system is the collection of 8 planets and their moons in orbit around the sun. So the sun is the center. Everything circles around the sun. It also includes the smaller bodies in the form of asteroids, meteors, and comets. So all of these things are orbiting around the sun and circling around the sun. Okay? The age of our solar system. Our solar system was formed 4.6 billion years ago. It is believed that 4.7 billion years ago, gravity pulled a cloud of dust and gas together to form our solar system. The massive concentration of dust and gas created a molecular cloud that would eventually form the sun. With the birth of the sun, the planets began to form 100 million years later. So the solar system is very old. Okay? Size and structure of the solar system. The image above shows the size and the structure of our solar system. As you can see, the size of the Earth is tiny compared to the size of Jupiter, Saturn, and the Sun. The furthest object that we can see in our solar system is Sedna, which is 143.73 billion kilometers away from the Sun. Let's see if we can imagine that. Okay. So, this one's a meter.
The longest one.
That one's probably right.
I think so. Okay, let's see if they can see this. Can you guys see me on there? So this is about a meter. A yardstick is about a meter, right? 1,000 of these is 1 kilometer. And the sun, no, the thing that's the farthest away is 143.7 billion times that. That's really far away, right? Let me finish this paragraph and then. No, you're good. We can. I know I have to do that.
Well, I was trying to help you out.
Cool. This means that the diameter of the solar system is 287.46 billion kilometers. There are 8 planets in our solar system and the sun that each planet orbits around, and 1 sun that each planet orbits around. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun, and some refer to it as the 3rd rock from the sun. So on here, I'm out of breath. There is a text box, and it's asking you what sort of questions do you have. So while I talk to Miss Leonard, based on that reading, what questions do you have about the solar system still? Try to get at least 2 in there. 2 questions here, please.
Taylor on this website called Booksource, and they take POs.
Okay,
So I went through and I found the ones, I put them in a cart for you. I highlighted the ones I could find. I didn't look for this one. But they don't have this series. That Can You Survive?
Okay.
So they did have the other I Survive series, but I had to do them each one. So you may want different ones. But just so I put them in there, I highlighted what I could find. But we just have, so that way you don't have to find as many.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
I gotta do that today at some point.
Miss Jones, you're muted.
Thank you. So, basically, Dallin's question was, how do they know the distance? And I said, I don't actually know. So if we come across that and figure it out, we'll be able to find out how they know the distance. I'm not gonna lie, I took an astronomy class in college, and I'm pretty sure I learned about this, and I don't remember it. So, yeah. And then Maudie had a question. Maudie, what was yours?
I believe in how far away it from the 40 to 46 people and get closer to that thing.
Okay, if we can't get close to the sun, how do we know the distance? You guys only need to write down like 2 of these. You don't need to write down everyone. Yoshi, you have
We
one?
have to put in our own like words.
Yes.
Okay.
How do they orbit the sun? Good. How do the planets I do know the answer to that one. Gravity. The sun has a lot of gravity and gravitational pull. So so the sun is in the middle and the planets are rotating because gravity keeps them a certain distance from the sun. One more question? Who has one? Okay, now.
How do we know the age of the solar?
How do we know the age? Good. Does anybody online have any questions based on the reading? If you want to type it in the chat or say it out loud. Any questions from online?
How they even thought of these names? Like Saturn, oh, Venus is out. Yeah, it's so hard to do just
The
How do we
planets are
know how
named
old
after
it is?
I want to think.
Sorry, Lauren, say that again.
How do we know? How do we know how old the universe is?
How do we know how old the universe is? Good. Because the universe and the solar system are different things, right? How do we know how old the universe is? Okay, so lots of questions that we could ask. If you have more, you can type them out on yours. I will be looking through these to make sure that you're writing things down, so. All right. If we scroll down a little bit, we have a couple of questions that we're going to answer based on this. First, we need to answer, what is our solar system? So what is a solar system? It says it in our reading up at the top. Good. So our solar system is a collection of 8 planets that orbit the sun. Okay. That's the first part of the question. There is a second part, so
Do we copy what you write on questions?
you can, yeah. We can copy what I write because I'm not going to do all of them with you. On some of them, I'm going to have you answer on your own instead. Okay.
Okay.
Those of you in person, if it's too far away for you to see, as long as you keep your microphone off, you can join the Google Meet so that it's right there for you. Okay. But you also cannot be like doing random things in the Google Meet. You got to be good. Don't distract people. All right. Instead of years.
I meant to say years, but I said million things.
Things ago. All right. The next question there is, when was it formed? How long ago was it formed? The solar system was formed 4.6 billion years ago. Billion. Might be nice to be a billionaire, wouldn't it? That's a lot of money.
You could be like the guy who owns Amazon.
Yeah. The guy who owns Amazon could probably like solve world hunger, but chooses not to.
Yeah.
He probably has enough money to like disperse enough to give people food.
One guy, he's not rich, but he made it so people would like die from drinking. Like he made a powder that it takes about maybe 20 minutes. You just dump it in really nasty water.
And it makes it pure.
Makes it clear, brings all the dust particles and stuff in it and germs to the water that kills everything.
That would be nice.
There is a video of it too on YouTube. His name's Mark Robert.
Oh yeah, you guys talked about him a lot.
He's really cool. Like he did a glitter bomb thing, and like what he did, he showed like so the last video he showed this guy random sound, so they got out and they had a pistol and used it
Oh my gosh.
on the thing, and then
Glitter bomb.
and then he called them like before we shot it with the thing. He called them and he said, "Hey, bring back the package," and they throw it out the window and shoot it.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's look at number 2. What is the size of the solar system? What does it say in our reading? Elijah, go ahead. So it's 287 and 40. Okay, wait, let me say it again. 287.46 billion kilometers across, right?
What's that?
That's very big.
2.8.46 billion kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if the second part of the question is kind of for you. Did anything about the size of the planets surprise you? So if you scroll up just a little bit, and if you zoom in enough on the picture right here. Oh wow, way too far. Hold on. Undo. Whoa. Let me try that again. Okay. It's not going to zoom in very far, I guess. But this seems to be as far as it's going to go, right? So these are the planets in order. It's kind of hard to see the names, but it goes Mercury.
But what's weird is that when you're on Earth and you look at the planets, they're super small.
I know. So does anything about the size of these planets surprise you? So the third one right here where my cursor is Earth.
Wait, is that an actual picture of it?
This is drawn to scale. So this is how big they are in relation to other planets, right? Yeah. I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
Can you go back down, please?
Yes, they could have used a better measurement, like miles and stuff instead of kilometers.
But what I don't get
So, yeah.
is that Mars is really close to,
Mhm.
like, it's really close to Earth. How is it 8 months away? Our people go to the moon and that's farther than it is close to the moon.
I don't know. It takes a long time to travel space, right? So
Something.
answer the second part on your own. Did anything surprise you about the planets? I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to finish up this slide, and then we'll look at the second slide, okay?
What do we answer?
The second question, did anything surprise you about the size of the planets?
I kind of think there are aliens because the same guy says they look for signs of life, and if they find water, then that means there's probably signs of life on the planet.
That's what's said, yep.
But what if it's like, isn't it the water frozen?
I don't know.
If you think about it, we're only a very small part of the universe. You actually don't know how big it is.
That's true. Earth is a very, very small part of the universe. There could be other things out there in the world that or the universe that we just don't know about. There could be another Earth. Who knows? But it's never been confirmed or anything like that, so we can't say for sure if there are.
Star Wars, they travel to many.
Star Wars is a fictional thing, though. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our second slide before we get into the conspiracy theories about whatever it's called, the solar system and aliens. So, slide number 2, we are doing a diagram of the solar system. So,
Can we go back and look at the picture?
yeah, you can look at slide number 1 to figure out the order that these go from the Earth. So, slide number 1, you can use the internet too. Either one works. But slide number 1 has a picture with the planets listed in order. It's kind of small and difficult to see, so do your best with that. if you need to Google the order of the planets, that's fine too. I will give you the first one. It's not even in the word bank, but right here in the middle is the sun, okay? So use that as the middle and then go out from there and fill out the rest of these boxes. This is one part that I would like you to do on your own. And I'm going to grade this part. So make sure that you complete the order of the planets on the way out. I'm going to give you about 7 minutes.
I wonder if people from Earth have been to Venus.
If we've, like, from Earth, if we've been to Venus, no, we have not. The only, what's it called? The only planet that, not even planet, the only place that we've been to is the moon. We haven't landed, yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that have been to the moon, like space travel. But, they have categorized Pluto as a dwarf planet, so it is now not one of the planets in our solar system. It's just a dwarf planet.
Aren't there like bugs on Mars and stuff?
Yeah, they've landed rovers on Mars, but no humans have ever landed on Mars. Well, humans have only been to the moon.
I wonder how they figured out that Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Neptune, and Pluto all go.
Like where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, telescopes, satellites, things along those lines.
Oh, so they sent what's it called? A rover to almost every thing?
No, they've only sent rovers to Mars. Anything after that is just like based off of telescopes and pictures that they've taken from Earth.
They probably just found a new planet in the sky and named it.
Maybe.
What if Neptune isn't like blue?
Well, they've been able to take pictures and see it, so I'm pretty sure that they can, the color of the planets, they can like confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget what's the
I believe so. Yep.
The next one, do they like draw our own planet?
I have not looked at the next one, so let me look. No, you're gonna choose one of the planets.
Okay.
Is Jupiter the biggest planet?
So give it a couple minutes.
Michelle?
I believe Jupiter is the biggest. Yes. Okay, about 3 more minutes, and then I'm gonna explain the next slide, which will be kind of a research on your own type of deal. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I should do Saturn, because Saturn has like a lot of moons, because I've seen like pictures, I've seen moons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh,
What's the binoculars?
before Saturn. I'm at Jupiter.
And it has like 3 or 4 different moons, so I see.
Yeah. I think he is Neptune.
Let me mute this really quick. Okay, guys, about 1 more minute on the diagram, and then I'm going to go explain the next page, and you guys will be free to work until you are done, okay? Huh? You can copy and paste a picture.
Can we start on it?
Sure. Let me just explain it since some of you guys are already there. So if you guys are still doing the order of the planets, just kind of hold off for a second and go ahead and go to slide number 3 for a second. On slide number 3, you are going to be choosing one of the 8 planets. Okay? It doesn't matter which one you choose. I don't care, honestly. It just needs to be one of the 8 that we just made the diagram of. So let's say that you choose Mars, because you want to learn more about Mars. You would put the name Mars there, and then draw the picture. You can't really draw it, so you're more than
We
welcome
can
to
pick whichever one we want.
Yep, any of the things. I just put Mars because it's there. You can choose whatever. Is that data echoing? Can you turn her sound down? I'm pretty sure it's hers. I believe so. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Alex. So you choose one planet, and then basically fill in the details that it asks. You can just Google it. So when it says draw a picture, go ahead and just Google the image of your planet, and you can copy and paste a picture. And then when you look at the details, if you chose Mars, you can say Mars diameter, and it'll give you the diameter of Mars. You can say Mars mass, and it'll give you the mass. What does mass even mean?
Like the weight.
The weight of it. Good. You Google it. It's called research. You have to Google it.
Yeah, use Google.
Mhm. Oh, you mean like how do scientists know? I don't know that answer. We can.
Scientists are like 300 IQ.
Yeah. So I don't know. So, the moons means how many moons does it have? Orbit period means how long does it take to make one revolution around the sun? So if you think about Earth, also don't choose Earth. That's too easy. Choose a different one. Don't choose Earth. But orbit period, so if you are thinking about Earth, how long does it take the Earth to go around the sun?
1 year.
1 year, 365 days. So the orbit period is how long it takes that planet to go around the Earth, or the sun, sorry. Surface temperature is how hot it is on the planet. And then how many planets away from the sun it is means like what order. So Earth is the 3rd one from the sun. And then below that is a few questions. Is your planet habitable for humans? What does it mean to be habitable?
Live.
Can people live there? Why or why not? Number 4, what's the difference between a gas giant and a terrestrial planet? So you're going to need to Google that and see what those are and which type your planet is. Yeah. No, it might be, there's some things that, there's equations to figure out how much you would weigh on Jupiter. So if you put in how much you weighed, it would tell you how much you weighed on Jupiter because gravity is different. Yeah.
I just copy and pasted it from the thing.
That's fine. And then a couple interesting facts about your planet. Okay. Yes, the closer to the sun the planet is, the quicker it will orbit the sun. So, okay, that's fine.
Probably already got almost halfway through there.
All right. So, before I let you guys do the research part of this, either online or in person, is there anybody that has any questions about what needs to get done?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I do have one.
What's your question?
I can't name all the moons Jupiter has.
I don't need you to name them all. I just need you to tell me how many it has.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions before I let you do the research on this? Okay. I'm going to stop the recording and you guys go ahead and get working on this. If you are on